Okay, we're going to get started. I do have someone that said they were having issues getting in. So I'm just typing them. But so we're going to thank you everyone for joining us today. We have Leah on the phone, which I'm so excited about, that she's going to talk to you about this amazing opportunity with World Global Network and the Hilo. Leah, I've gotten to know her a little bit better over the last 2 months, which is very exciting. She has a master's degree in wellness management and 12 years experience in public health. And beyond her experience and knowledge and everything, she is an amazing supporter and great business partner, because she's willing to be supportive and reaching out in any way that she can to help you. So it's something great about joining this team. And I hope you enjoy what she has to say about World, because it's exciting times.
Awesome. Thank you, Robyn. Welcome, everybody. Yes. Well, I'm really excited and honored to be on here to help Jen and help Robyn really kick off their business. My husband and I have been with this company since February. And, well, we came on just, let's check this out. This device seems amazing. Like, I'd rather have given this opportunity a shot than missed out. We are so, so thankful that we did, because it has completely changed our life in the last 4 months. What Robyn didn't mention is we went to, and at about 5 weeks, we kind of got our mind right and decided, like, we need to go all in. What are we waiting for? This is an opportunity that we have timing on our side right now. And 3 weeks later, we hit the rank of diamond, which a qualified diamond is $2,000 to $3,000 per week. And that's just, we've been able to stay there, and it's been absolutely incredible. And everything I have about to share with you, I'm just really excited. I get honored every time I get to do this, because I never know who's on the other end of this that really could use a change or be financially blessed in the same way. And I know oftentimes you have a mix of people that get invited to these. Maybe you are looking for an opportunity. You feel like you need a change. You're looking for something that can bring you financial freedom. Sometimes people are just on here doing everybody a favor and checking it out and hearing it out. Or maybe you're like us and we weren't actually looking for anything. My husband has a full-time job. We have 3 businesses between us, 3 kiddos. Definitely didn't need anything additional in our life. But when I got sent that 2-minute video that showed me about this device, I was blown away. With my background in health, I'm like, this is going to change lives. And regular people get to bring it to the market. Like, okay, we have to look into this. So we did, and I'm just really thankful for that. So I am going to share my screen here so we can get this started. And I'm going to mute everybody out too, just to minimize any background noise, because we are recording it. So one moment. All right. Can everybody see my screen okay? Thumbs up. Awesome. Thank you. All right. So our company is called World Global Network, and we've actually been around for 6 years. Sometimes people ask us, well, how come I've never heard of this before? We've been around for 6 years. And it's because it's the first time this company's ever been in the US and Canada. It was a telecommunications company overseas before, and I'll kind of share the story of how it did a rebrand into Rebel Tech. But this is just the first time as they decided to launch this product, to launch also this company on this North American continent. So we always share our income disclosure once we do these presentations as well.
To see our full income disclosure, please visit our website at www.worldgn.com.
Awesome. All right, next slide. So typically before you get invited to these things, you've seen a 2-minute video that shares about the Hilo. One thing I want to tell you that you guys, in the last week, we have been featured on the Today Show. We were on CBS News because of a family actually within our organization. They have a 4-year-old boy that has an illness that he has to have his blood pressure monitored, but they've never had the ability to do that. His blood pressure drops and it makes him actually pass out and lose consciousness. And they've always just had to wait till it happens, but now they can actually monitor his blood pressure. So CBS News did a whole feature on him because this is the first time they've ever had peace of mind in it. We also just got voted the #1 direct selling product, and all of the different companies and products out there, our product got voted as #1. So we just have clue after clue after clue that we're in the right place. We have sold 500,000 devices during the pre-launch, and $87 million has been paid out to distributors in that time, and which are just everyday people like you and I. So in case you didn't see that video, just a brief summary of what the Helo does, because it is our main, definitely the product that's in the limelight right now. It does everything that like a Fitbit would do. So it's got the typical fitness tracking stuff, but it's really more of a health monitor. So we can do heart rate and breath rate and mood and energy. You can do a 2-lead EKG. There's blood pressure monitoring on it. And something else that a lot of people actually are drawn to it is this ability to get alerts. So you can set all your bioparameters and any metrics that you want to monitor. So your blood pressure, if it goes out of a certain range that you set, you can get an alert, and you can also set it up so other people can get alerts. So like I have my husband's on mine. I'm watching my mom, and I can actually, through our WeCare system, monitor my mom's biometrics. So I can at any time look on my phone and pull up my app, and I can see what her last blood pressure reading was, her breath rate, her heart rate, all that kind of stuff, whatever she has set up for me. So the peace of mind that it's given people that they can monitor loved ones all around the world has been incredible. We also have a panic button on the side of the device. If I push this twice right now, my husband's phone is going to buzz saying Leah pushed her panic button, and it will pull up a map with my GPS coordinates. So I love the peace of mind of always knowing that I have that on. Plus, like we put one on our 14-year-old as she's kind of getting out into situations where maybe she doesn't feel so comfortable, and she can just let us know that she needs us to come get her without having to pick up her phone. Again, my example of my mom, if something were to happen where she can't pick up her phone and call me, even though she lives alone, I know she can just push that button twice and I'll be on my way over to see her right away. So really, it's a device like nothing else out there. And already, and you guys, what we have to come is absolutely going to be a game changer for healthcare. We will have the first non-invasive blood glucose monitor that from a sleek device on our wrist, people can look and see what their blood glucose levels are doing just from the app on their phone. On top of that, we will have a mosquito shield, and through something called the Internet of Things, like this is a very forward-thinking technology company, it will have the ability to know what kind of species of mosquitoes are in our area and be able to, it'll send out like a pulse, or I'm not exactly sure how the science behind it works, but it will be able to deter mosquitoes based on the mosquito species in our area. And we will have a blood alcohol monitor. So because we're a debt-free company, and I'll explain more in a minute here, we have the ability, there's a company out in Silicon Valley that developed this technology to do blood alcohol through the skin. We have purchased that corporation out of Silicon Valley, and we'll have exclusive rights to this technology for the next 20 years. So that is what they're kind of projecting. Fourth quarter, that will be an update to our device. So I can't even wrap my head around what the implications of what that's going to mean for people. You know, every once in a while I'll go out, have a few glasses of wine, and it would be nice to know, am I actually over the legal limit? And now I will have the ability to do so. So really, really exciting, even the things that are to come. So I'm going to go through 5 points on why this is such an amazing business opportunity right now. So the first one is we have an incredibly relevant product. So this information on here is according to Forbes Business Insider. The industry of wearable technology last year sold 123 million devices. Forward it to 2020, we are going to sell 411 million devices, and there's going to be an increase in $20 billion of revenue. And that's going to happen with or without you or I, or even before World Global Network got in this space. It's just where wearable tech is going. And we know technology runs the world. It doesn't slow down, it doesn't move backwards, and it doesn't wait for you or I to totally understand it before it's making leaps and bounds into the future. This is just the first time in history that the average person can make off the earnings of that, all that revenue. Okay, it's just absolutely amazing. And they say they're projecting actually that wearable tech is going to replace the smartphone in time. So the second point here is that we have no competition. So that we have no competition in all of wearable technology because there's nothing else out there that does what we do. But bring it to the network marketing space, you know, there's a lot of good companies out there. I'm a huge advocate of the industry, and I'm never going to put down a company. And there's, like I said, great products. But 80% of the products within this space are skincare, makeup, health and wellness, supplements, that kind of thing. Nobody is first to market on that. So it's you're kind of competing for no, come use my product. Ours is the best because it's because of this. Ours is the best because of this. You're not first to market. So there's lots of competition. We're first to market on all of technology. There's never been technology in the network marketing space. So not out there in wearable tech or in technology. So the one other thing that's really drawn people that maybe wouldn't otherwise have considered network marketing is the fact that we are publicly traded. So if we have any stock people out there, you can look up WRMT is the ticker symbol. We can see kind of what it was at January of last year. So I'm going to talk a little bit about our partnership with a well-known company. When they announced that publicly in January of this year, that's where you see this spike. And it's been kind of hovering there since. And we are about 90 days away from taking this stock to the NASDAQ, actually. And trust me, if stocks are something in your portfolio you follow, this is when you're going to want to watch this. I know this company has very big goals for where this stock is going to go. And what I've seen in my 5 short months, I have absolutely no doubt. So the third point is that partnership I mentioned. Our company is partnered with Toshiba, like the 100-year-old multi-billion-dollar tech giant Toshiba. And we often get asked, how come that our device isn't in Target or Best Buy or the typical way that you can buy, a Garmin or a Fitbit? And actually Toshiba, they knew they wanted to enter the space of wearable technology because of where it's going. So they came to World Global Network and came to Fabio because they know he's like this inventor genius and had these algorithms to make the next generation more of a health monitor. Because where these trends are going, it's all over in news and Times Magazine and whatnot. The wearable tech space, they're saying, really needs to keep up with the health trend and being able to be more of a health monitor, or they're not going to make it. So they wanted to have more of a health monitor. So they came to Fabio and said, can we buy your device? And he wouldn't sell because he is very passionate about improving quality of life for people because of his father had diabetes, and he knew he needed to get into the space where he could impact people in this realm. And he has diabetes actually himself. So he said, I won't sell because I know that network marketing is the most fast and efficient way to get a product to market. And based on what I'm going to show you where we've gone, we are very thankful he did that because it has. We are beating out the competition and growing faster than typically any startup product ever has. So he stayed in this space for that reason, but also because his father had diabetes, and he was working on the typical 40-40 plan, getting towards retirement, big plans to travel and with the grandkids and all that stuff. And as the effects of the disease started taking over and his quality of life declined, unfortunately, a year after he retired, he ended up passing away. So Fabio is also very passionate that more good people need to win and be able to be financially in a place that they can enjoy life long before retirement. And we know that 75% of people today are having to rely on the government or friends or family to retire. 23% actually have to go back to work, and only 2% of people can retire today when the time comes. It's an absolute disgrace. And so he's like, we know through this network marketing model, you get to decide. There's no ceiling. You get to decide how much you want to make based on how hard you want to work. So this is something else that's completely setting us apart from all other of the wearable tech. We have something called Open API, which means we have our own app store. So right now we have over 200 app developers working on apps to make our device even more customizable to your needs. So it's going to take these biometrics, and then we will have like really specific and customized fitness type stuff. And I mean, the sky is going to be the limit on what they're coming up with based on what this device can do. And what that means kind of from the business perspective, I'm going to compare this to the story of Apple. Back in 2007, when Apple entered the mobile market, it was Nokia and Motorola that really dominated the space. And it wasn't because they had really good hardware or because they had a touch screen. It was actually because of the entrance of their app store that made them completely wipe out the competition. The first year, Apple App Store had 800 apps. Today, it has 2.3 million apps. And every time people download the apps for cost and like the plugins and all that stuff, all of that is microtransactions. And that results in $3 billion of revenue per month for Apple. So bring that to our conversation here with World Global Network. We actually have someone named Antonio De Rosa on staff. So you probably aren't aware of who that is, but he is the concept designer of the iPhone. So iPhone 5 through 7. He is now on staff with World, and he actually designed our device. So that's why people actually comment like, wow, yeah, it's a really sleek device. Your packaging looks really Apple-esque, and that's why, because he is with us now. And he has been quoted to saying that he sees that our app store doing for the Hilo what the Apple App Store did for the iPhone and completely wipe out the competition. And what that means for us as distributors, anytime people go to our Hilo App Store and download apps, all of that is going to be revenue that we get paid out on as distributors. Without having to do anything else, they will just go to the App Store and download additional apps that will make their device more customizable for them. So my fourth point is we have incredibly easy systems. You guys, we call this Network Marketing of 2017. It's all done from your phone and from your computer. That we don't have parties, we don't have hotel meetings, like it is just, you can take your business anywhere. We were in Jamaica a couple months ago, and I was doing these very same launch calls as I was kicking off launching business partners from our resort hotel room. My husband and I looked at us and like, yeah, this is the lifestyle that we could get used to. So we just have now it's a 3 and a 7 minute video because they have updated them that you share with people. The 3-minute video shows about the device. The 7-minute video introduces also the business opportunity. Some of you on this call maybe saw those. You share that, and if people are interested, they can go to your store and buy the Hilo. Or if they're interested in the business opportunity, we get them on a call like this. Or we have live webinars twice a day, 7 days a week that share the opportunity. In fact, there's one going on tonight at 8:30. So it's truly a home-based business. And the bottom slide, part of the slide here, just gives you a snapshot from a website called Business for Home. So there's a lot of things on this site, but one thing it does feature is the top 200 network marketers. And the significance of what I'm showing you here is right now 10% of that list is from World Global Network. And this list comprises all companies out in this industry. And so just a couple people I'm going to point out, and then I'm going to tell you my main point. Number 4 is Nat and Chinita Pranaputra. They are our global master distributors. They're making, this slide is a month old, so a little over $1.2 million per month right now. And they've been involved with our company for 15 months. They were the very first. And then Ramasio Fulcher, he's number 42. He's making about $300,000 per month right now. And he is actually right now looking into our organization and helping us because we're his fastest growing team, and nobody's made it big in other companies before. We're just average everyday people. So he's right now pouring into us, helping us all rise to the top of this company because these are professionals. They've been in this industry and understand what they're doing. But my main point here is while these are very impressive incomes, what really matters, Ramasio Fulcher has been in this company for 10 months. So everybody else on this list here, of the other 200 network marketers, they've been with their companies since the beginning, like we have here, but they've taken them 15, 20 years to make this kind of income. The longest person that has been on this has been in 14 months. So it's moving incredibly fast, and because of all the different variables that we're talking about, people are making big incomes really fast. And this slide I went to the international convention in Thailand back in May. I knew when we got involved in February that, because one question too we get asked all the time, what happens when Apple has a device that can do blood glucose, or some of these other companies kind of catch up? And that's okay. Competition isn't bad. What matters is that we're first to market, and we only wanted 3% of the market share, because at 3%, that's going to make us a $3 billion company. Well, they showed us this slide already in 10 months. We had 5% of the market share. We've already surpassed companies such as Microsoft and Sony and Jawbone, some familiar names. And right now we are at number 4 in the smart band space. But with where we're going, based on what we've done, we were projecting to sell another 1 million units before the year end, and that will actually put us at number 2 in all of the wearable technology companies. And with the entrance of this app store, once that really gets kicked off, I have no doubt that we won't be number 1 in the wearable tech space. So one other thing that we're going to be launching here, kind of projecting fourth quarter, we should hear within a couple weeks the release date of this, is a phone. So it's obviously designed by Antonio. It's a very sleek phone, but a couple of things that are nice accolades about it is it's got a bezel-less screen, so it goes all the way to the edge of the phone. It has a 4 to 5 day battery life, and what the company is most passionate about is that it has what's called BioZen built into the phone. So we will be actually launching the first radiation-free phone to the world. Okay, so there is no electrosmog, no electromagnetic radiation that comes out of this phone. And what the significance of that, we are more plugged in than ever before in time. Do we have more devices in our proximity? Because now our phones are so multifunctional, because we have more tablets and laptops, and it's just we're super wired. So they're starting to do more and more research on what is the cumulative effect of that, of all the not the Bluetooth, but the Wi-Fi signals and all that. and the batteries and all that stuff. And they're showing that what it does to our cells and our blood flow, and it's the cumulative effect, it's not good. And over in Asian countries, they're well aware of this already. In fact, most homes have some sort of devices to block the EMFs. We're a little behind the curve here in the US, it's all good. So this is gonna be huge up and coming. And something else that our company has is called BioZen. It's the one other product right now that you can buy besides the Hilo. You'll see I have it on the back of my phone here. This is actually a sticker chip that now blocks the EMFs that come out of this phone. So we put them on our tablets, everything like that, just to help minimize some of that radiation that's in the home currently. But so I already have people that have said, let me know when this phone comes out. I want to be one of the first to get on the list for the pre-order. So the 5th point is our incredible compensation plan. So if there's anybody on here that has been in the network marketing space before, this will mean a little bit more to you. We have a binary. We have a 20% binary to unlimited depth. And we pay out 5 generations of check match. Or excuse me, not 5, 10. 10 generations of check match. Like absolutely unheard of in the industry. For those of you that have never been in this space and are like, what are you talking about? Suffice it to say, it's a better compensation plan than anything out there. And we have 6- and 7-figure earners leaving their companies to come to World because of what we are doing in the technology space and because of this compensation plan. So how do you get started with us? Basically, you just got to pick a pack. If you're on here kind of more as a customer checking it out because you're really intrigued by the Hilo, the personal pack is your best bet. So you get 1 Hilo, you get a set of the colored bands. So you'll notice my band is blue. The device actually itself comes with a black band, but you can get these colored band sets to switch it out. And we have to order a second one. So every time I do this, I got to remind myself to order one because my husband and I fight over the blue band all the time. But you also get a set of the germanium stones to go on the inside of the band. And the germanium stones help increase blood flow, reduce inflammation. And they're doing some studies right now on it because we're going to have a blood oxygen app for people that have to watch their blood oxygen levels. And with people wearing these germanium stones next to their skin, within 10 minutes, it's showing an increase of blood oxygen levels by 1 to 2 points. So if you're on here looking for kind of more of the business perspective, the premium pack or the family pack is how most people get started because it's going to reduce your price point down per device. So the premium pack is $19.99. You get 6 Hilos, 6 sets of the colored bands, and 6 of the germanium stones, and 6 of these BioZen chips that I mentioned. And so you end up saving about $1,200. The family pack comes with 4 of everything. So 4 Hilos, 4 colored band sets, and then 4 of the BioZen chips. You can also add in, because some people are really drawn to that BioZen, you can choose to add the BioZen pack if you want more of those to any of your Hilo packs. So you get 30 plus 8 free then with the BioZen there. So you just pick your pack. That's how you get involved with us. Buy some product. And trust me, you don't have to worry about about selling it. This is a very, very popular product right now. So we have something called the loyalty membership. And this is it's the residual income component of what we do. So it's $59 a month. Every business builder is on it, and even we have customers on it because they've made it such an incredible value. So you get on 5 devices, you can have the upgraded app, so you get unlimited cloud storage. It's a protection plan. So if you were to break your phone or break your Hilo, they will replace up to 2 devices per year, no questions asked. You also, these next 2 points are what was like, make it a no-brainer. You get 75 points every month. You pay $59, you get 75, and they're equivalent to dollars that you can use in your store. So right now we're been storing our points because we are going to know we need at least 2 of those phones, probably 3 in this house. And so we're going to use our points towards getting the phones. You can also use it towards getting other Hilos or BioZen or whatever you want to use. You have these points in your back office store, which are the equivalent to dollars. You also get an extra 1% commission. So now not only are we at 20% binary, but it's a 21%. So every week, whatever your team volume commission is at, 1% of that will be added to a little savings account in your back office called the Money Box. And then after 12 months, they pay you that out. So the $59 a month is equivalent to 30 sales volumes. And we speak in terms of sales volume because we're an international company. So looking at this from a kind of a business standpoint and the residual income, you stick with this. We've been doing it for 4 months. So our organization is over 500 people now, and pretty much everybody's on loyalty. Okay, so the residual income components, fast forward 3 years when we have 10,000 people in your organization, everybody being on loyalty, you can do the math on that, how much residual income that is every single month. And it's a tax deduction for you. It's basically you get for $708 for the year, $59 per month. It's your overhead to launch a technology business across the world. My husband has 2 traditional business, photography and airbrushing, and he's always like, what I wouldn't give to have $708 of overhead, like that's peanuts. And it's over a $1,400 value plus the 1% you get in your money box. So I've covered a lot of things, kind of a summary here. We're global. We're in 195 countries. The only country you cannot sell in is North Korea. But one way I really like to put this into perspective is thinking about Fitbit. So relating it then again. Okay, so everybody I'm sure is familiar with Fitbit and the Apple App Store. If you could have been given the opportunity to go back in time and got paid on every device sold or every app downloaded, would you have? Being on the front of that, because that is actually what we have here, except this is going to be so much bigger. Mark my word, everyone will know what a Hilo and World Global Network is here within a year. Like, this is going to the moon. It's all over the news. It's been featured on Fox News 3 times. Like, it's absolutely insane where this company is going. And the Hilo is just where we're getting started. You should, if you follow Antonio De Rosa on Facebook, like the concepts and what he's coming up with, it's absolutely incredible. So kind of as we wrap this up, I love this quote by Bill Gates. The secret of success in business is detecting where the world is going and getting there first. I think it's just a perfect example of what we have. So we're going to wrap it up. I would ask you guys to let the person that invited you know one of 3 things. Before I get to that, I want you to understand that timing here matters. Because of the type of compensation plan we have, when you get involved, you get your position in the organization, and everybody that gets involved after you goes underneath you. So you then start to earn off of everything that's sold after you. So this was completely foreign to me. I'm from another company. It didn't matter when somebody joined me before because the compensation plan didn't matter. Here it's very important. We did our research into it for about 24 hours, and 7 people got involved in that 24 hours while we were taking a look at it. So I encourage you to get your questions answered, and if this is something you want to do, let's get you enrolled. So let the person that invited you know if you're a C, you decided it's not for you, that's okay. We love you at the end of the day. We really appreciate you taking the time to come on here and hearing this out. I would ask if you would give them a referral though. If there's anybody in your life that you know that could benefit from a device like this or could be really blessed by a business opportunity. Okay, and typically if somebody decides it's not for them, other than if you're just not interested, that's okay too. It's usually one of 2 things. It's because of a time, like life is busy, which we all can relate to, or because for financial reasons. And that's when I really encourage you to think, if nothing changes, nothing changes. That was a quote that always really stuck with me. If you continue doing what you're doing today, whether your job or your business or whatever it is, in 12 months from now, you have the ability to set your family financially free. And that was the gut check when we did not have any time to add something into our life. We work a lot. We work a lot of hours. We do well, but we work a lot. And nothing is going to change because we're always exchanging dollars for hours. So that's why we took a look at this. And again, like I said at the beginning, so incredibly thankful that we did. So otherwise, let them know if you're a B and you just have some questions. We can jump. I'm actually going to open this up soon as I'm done here, and you can answer them right on this line. If you need to kind of think about it and get back to them in a couple hours and ask questions, that's okay too. Or if you're an A, you see this, you see where this is going, and you want to get enrolled first, just message them right now that, yep, I'm ready to go, and just help me pick my pack. Okay, so thank you guys so much for jumping on here with us today. I'm going to stop sharing my screen here and stop the recording.